Hey, you guys. What is up? Oh, what's going on here? You guys, look at my hair. Look at it. It looks like a dead animal up there that's pink. All right, so I'm pretty excited. Hopefully I'm live on my wall. I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about, I don't know, it might feel like a slap in the face to you today. Slap in the face, but if it does, that means you probably need to hear it. I'm gonna get a little real with you today, all right? I'm gonna get a little bit real with you today. Is that all right? My hair is cracking me up. All right, do me a favor. Drop hashtag live in the comments below if you are catching this live. And if you're watching this on the replay, drop hashtag replay in all caps, just like that. Get aggressive with it, all right? You guys, I'm gonna tell you 3 things that you need to do. If you're like, okay, I wanna make 6 figures in a month or maybe 6 figures in a year in my business, or I have health goals, I wanna lose weight. Like if you have goals in your life that you wanna get to and you're like, I just don't understand why it's so hard or why I'm not getting there. Number 1, I'm gonna give you some real talk today. But number 2, I'm gonna tell you 3 things you need to do. If you don't do these 3 things, it's not going to happen for you. I'm sorry, but it's not. Speaking as someone who went from, living out of my car, crying to my mama when my car broke down or when I got unexpected bills because I had no money, right? And as someone who was 300 pounds, to someone who now owns a successful multi-million-dollar business. That's incredible. I love so much. And someone who lost 155 pounds. I can tell you right now that these 3 things, if you don't do these things, it's not happening. It's just not. Do you want me to spill the tea? Would you like me to share? So drop hashtag live in the comments. All right, and here's what we're gonna do today. Do some heart explosions. Heart this video if you want me to go live more. No, but heart this video if you got vaccinated. I'm being so scandalous today. Laugh at this video if you did not get vaccinated or you just don't care if people do or don't. and by the way, don't you dare get into arguments in the comments of my video. We're not doing it. I like giving people a fun thing to react to. I don't know if people call that fun, but let's see. Let's see what happens. What up, Bridget? What's up, Tammy? I appreciate you guys being on here. All right, so first thing I want to say is I'm going to give you some real talk today. If you can't handle the real talk, you probably don't want to be here. But the first thing I want to say is you know what? Maybe I'll pick someone to win some money from this video. Should have put that in the title. Whatever. I like doing things on the fly. Let's pick someone to win some money. Maybe I'll pick someone tonight from this video to win some money. All right? Why not? For fun. Let's bless someone. If you tag someone on this video, share this video, drop hashtag shared in the comments below. I'll enter you to win some money. But also, if you prefer doing I could do a training for your team, maybe like a coaching call, whatever. All right? But you're going to want to tag your team. If you are in network marketing, if you do what I do, you're going to want to tag your people. You're going to want to get them on because I'm going to give some real talk. You know how sometimes we're very gentle with the people we mentor and coach because we don't want to make them feel bad. Well, I'm going to give them the tough love today that they might need to hear in a loving way. All right. So get your people on. Tag and share. But if you share, make sure you drop hashtag shared in the comments below. Okay. So I can enter you in to win some cash, I guess. Let's give away some money. Why not? All right, guys, there are 3 things you need to do. 3 things. You ready? Let me see some hearts on this video if you want me to talk about it, okay? Let me see some hearts. Get fired up. Get excited. It's your only payment for my going live. And when you guys engage on my stuff, I'm like, oh, they want me to keep doing videos. I'll keep showing up. So let me see some hearts if these videos are helpful. They're Facebook fireworks, you guys. All right, so here's number 1. Drop a number 1 in the comments if you want to hear it. And also, you know what? Drop some bags of money in the comments if you want money. If you like money, if you want to make some extra money, drop some bags of money. If you want to lose weight, drop an apple. I couldn't think of anything good. Drop an apple in the comments. What are your goals? What are you working on? Here's the thing, you guys. Here's the thing. I've been on the side of struggle and I've been on the side of success. The only difference is your perspective. I promise you, because I spent most of my life struggling. I spent most of my life crying in dressing rooms when clothes didn't fit or I went up another size. I spent most of my life not believing I was capable of more. Okay. Thank you for sharing, Rosie. Thank you for sharing, Darla. I'll try and do shout outs for shares as well. And I can tell you that the only thing that shifted really was up here in between my ears. If you don't get that right, it's hard to go far. Okay. So here's number 1. Drop some 1s in the comments. Number 1, and then write this down. Raise necessity. What's up, Tanya? You need to raise your necessity. What does that mean? You need to want it more than you're afraid of it. You need to want it so bad that like nothing could stop you. Your best friend could tell you what you're doing is stupid and she doesn't like you anymore, and you would still be like, girl, I love you, but this means more to me than you're approving of it. My reaching this goal, my getting to this thing, my doing it, it matters more to me that I make that happen than it does what you think about me. You need to be in a place where you are so committed to making it happen that like you will do what it takes. Most people are like, oh, well, yeah, I have this goal. It's like, it's a big goal for me. I really want it. But then when they get challenged in the tiniest way, they fall back on it. All of a sudden, this goal that means so much, thank you for sharing, Leanne, I appreciate you. This goal that means so much to them, they completely abandon on the side of the road. Why? Because your necessity is not high enough. The need for it to happen is not high enough. You have to want it more than you're afraid of it, my friend. You have to be so freaking committed that you would do whatever it takes. And let me ask you this, okay? Let me ask you this. If I told you that you had to find someone who was interested in making money online, to find someone to join your business, whatever your specific business is, okay? Maybe it's an employee, depending on what kind of entrepreneur you are. But if you're in the network marketing space, you need to find someone who is interested in being a distributor or who wants to be a marketer or whatever, right? By tomorrow. Would you be able to do that? You're probably going to say no. You're probably going to say, no, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at recruiting, right? Guard your words. Don't say that. You're probably going to say, I just don't think, okay, what if I told you if you have a daughter or a son, that your daughter or son or your kids wouldn't eat tomorrow unless you figured it out, unless you found someone who wanted to make extra money online and got started with you? What about then? What if I told you that you had to work out today, right? Even if you're out of shape, even if it sucked to start, you might say no, but if I told you like your kid wouldn't eat unless you did it, would you do it? You would, right? I know that sounds so dramatic, but here's the truth. That the reason why you would do it in that really extreme situation is because your necessity is high. Because you're like, I gotta feed my kid. I need to make it happen because my kid needs to eat, right? And isn't this so funny? We're like, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I can't do it, I can't work out, I can't reach my health goals, blah, 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 blah. We're talking with our excuses, right? But if your freaking phone broke tomorrow and you needed to somehow scrape together $1,000 to fix your phone for whatever reason, would you do it? You would find a way. But you're not hungry enough. You're not scrappy enough to find a way with your health goals. You're not hungry or scrappy enough to find a way with your business. If you had to do it, what would you do? You need to raise your necessity and ask yourself, if I had to do this, what would I do? Does that make sense? Like, write that in the comments, you guys. Is this clicking in your brain? You don't want it badly enough. Because if I told you you're going to either die or make it happen, you're probably going to make it happen, aren't you? But you're not raising your necessity enough, and you're not prioritizing the things that you say matter. Act like they matter if they do. Okay? And I want you to think of it like that. Truly, you guys, and I'm going to get to this in a second, so I'm going on a little bit of a rampage, but that's number one, is you need to raise your freaking necessity, all right? Ask yourself, if I had to do it, what would I do? One of my business partners, Justin Prince, agreed. That's right, agreed. One of my business partners, Justin Prince, he always talks about that, you know, and he was like, listen, like, if you were backed into a corner and you absolutely had to make it happen, you had to do it, what would you do? Your brain will figure it out. Why? Because the human brain will always answer a question that's asked. Let me give you an example, because he did this exercise. I was like, this is so smart. Where's your favorite place to vacation? What's your favorite color? How old are you? What year were you born? My freaking internet. Now I know why they said, where did she go? Because it just said, lost connection. Rude. Rude. I might have to turn off my Wi-Fi. I swear to God, I have perfect internet until I try to go live. And then when I go live, my phone is like, we hate you. It's so stupid. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Can you hear me now? Remember those Verizon commercials? Drop, I can hear you, I can see you, so I know. So I don't like speak golden nuggets and you miss them all, okay? Is my live video working? It is? All right, perfect. So perfect. So you guys, I don't know what I tried to say that you missed, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. Drop a number 2 if you want to hear the second tip, you guys. If you want to hear the second tip. This is something that is totally individualized. It is personalized to you, okay? This is something you have to figure out, but I'm going to help you a little bit with it. Number 2, the reason why you're probably not making the things happen that you say you want to make happen, okay? and how you can step into the next level of your life is you need to find your why. You know, they always say, if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. Your why is the reason for everything. And maybe you might have multiple whys, right? But it's the reason you step into a different version of yourself is because it's your reason, your why, right? And here's something to think about too. It's not typically the first thing you think about, why do I want to get healthy, quote unquote? The first thing you think about is like, well, you know, to feel better. It's the reason behind the reason. Okay, what would feeling better look like in your life, right? How would you show up differently in your life if you lost the weight, right? How would your life change? And then let's say you're like, well, I would have more confidence and I would feel better. Okay, if you had more confidence and you felt better, how would that impact your life? Why would that make a difference? You have to dig, I say you dig 7 levels deep to find what the real reason is, the reason behind the reason why you want this thing. But one thing I have to tell you about it is you have to not judge what it is you really want. It doesn't matter if it's superficial to someone else. It doesn't matter if it's something you're supposed to want or supposed to want to run for. It doesn't fucking matter. What motivates you is what motivates you. So I've shared this before, but one of my whys when it comes to getting healthy is like, I like people to see my arms or my body and be like, oh yeah, she works out. You know what I mean? I like to look fit. I don't care if that's vain. It motivates me. In those moments of my workout where I don't want to do it, I'm like, yeah, but I do this to be a hot mom. Yeah, but I do this to look fit because I'm a badass. Like, you figure out what really gets you fired up and you don't judge it and you run with it. One of my goals in my business is like, number one, I want IDGAF money, AKA I don't give a fuck money. I want to have money so that I can give abundantly if I want to. If someone is struggling with something, I want to be able to bless them just because I choose to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have money so that I can buy things that normally I would be like, yeah, well, maybe I shouldn't. But like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to buy it. Do you know what I'm saying? I want those things. I also want to make a massive impact. But here's the thing that motivates me more than anything, and maybe it will motivate you too. I am more motivated than anything by proving the voice in my head wrong that says I can't. Proving the voice in my head wrong that says I can't do it. And do you want to know why you're trying, like, I'm telling you guys, if you step into that and you're like, all right, I'm going to prove the voice in my head wrong that says I can't do it. I'm going to prove that voice wrong. Do you want to know why that's so psychologically powerful? Because you're recognizing that voice in your head that tells you you can't on repeat day in and day out. Okay, whether it's like you can't wear that shirt, you can't go to that party, who do you think you are, right? You can't do that training, you can't ask that person if they're open to taking a look, whatever, that voice in your head that tells you you can't, that's constantly regurgitating this misinformation about what you're capable of to you, because last I checked, it's not God. The voice in your head is not God. But that voice is not you. And when you come into alignment with and line yourself up with the idea that like, I'm doing this to prove the voice in my head wrong that says I can't do it. You're separating yourself from that voice. That mean girl in your head, it's not you. It's the shit that society has put on you. It's the things that your mother said to you and she meant well, but it made you feel really bad, or like you're only valued for your looks, or, I mean, we could get really specific here, okay? It's the impressions that society or other people have put on you about who you should be. That's what that voice is. It's not you. You're regurgitating these untruths about yourself and what you're capable of on repeat all day, and you wonder why you struggle. Because that voice will keep you stuck for the rest of your life unless you learn to not judge that it's there, but disassociate from it because it's not who you are. That's why that motivates me more than like anything, dude. I lose track of that, the fact that motivates me, and I quit working. I'm telling you, it happens. It's happened multiple times. I like quit focusing on my goals when I'm not focused on doing that. But when I shift back into, no, I'm doing this to prove the voice in my head wrong that says I can't. I am like driven, like by a fucking motor, you cannot stop me. So I challenge you to take that on. Like when you think, should I do that live video? No, yup, because I'm proving the voice in my head wrong that says I can't. Should I do that post? Well, maybe I should. Yup, because I'm proving that voice wrong that says I can't. Should I reach out to that person? Should I take massive action? Yes, because I'm proving the voice wrong in my head that says I can't. Should I do that workout? Yup. Should I eat in a calorie deficit today? Yup. Do you see what I'm saying, you guys? It's so freaking powerful. So that motivates me beyond belief. I don't know if you can tell, but that's my why. To prove that voice wrong and to help as many other people do the same thing. To shock themselves with what they're capable of. And how do I do that? Smacking you around a little bit, telling you to get up and move because your dreams and your goals matter, right? If I have to beat you down a little bit to make you do the things so you get the results and realize, oh my God, I am amazing, then I will do it. I will do it, won't I, Sabrina? Sabrina is one of the most incredible leaders that I mentor. Freaking crushing it in her business, by the way. Mary Key on here as well. Crushing it, signing on business partners left and right. I love you guys. Amen, Christina, that's right. Can I get an amen in the comments? Do you guys agree that that's pretty motivating? Sabrina and I actually talked about this a lot the other day. Prove the voice in your head wrong that says you can't, all right? Hashtag, I don't know what the hashtag should be. Make one up. F your inner mean girl. All right, so drop a 3 in the comments. You want to hear my third tip. Number 3, okay? And by the way, you guys, like I said, share this video. Drop hashtag shared in the comments below. Enter you to win some money, all right? Or a coaching call, whatever you want. Number 3, this is so important. So important. Oh, and you know what? I have one more thing to say about finding your why, okay? Before I go to that, but drop a 3 still. Your excuses a lot of the times are actually your why. So let me give you an example. When we were like, well, I don't have the time. Okay, did you start your business because you desperately need time freedom? Then keep going until you have that. You don't have the time right now, work so you have it in the future. I don't have, or maybe it's like, what would another excuse be when it comes to health goals? Why don't you guys drop some excuses you hear a lot in the comments? Because my brain isn't working for that one, I don't know why. But your excuse might be, well, I'm so busy with my kids. Okay, thank you for sharing, Tanya, I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing, Abigail. Okay, so you're so busy with your kids. Got it. Thank you for sharing, Alicia. So why did you start this business? Do you want to be a yes mom? Do you want to be able to say yes to your children when they need something? Do you want to be the mom who, when there's like an unexpected bill or an unexpected expense, you got it and you're not stressed and you don't take out that scarcity on your kids, right? Do you see what I'm saying? Don't make your why your excuse. If your reason for doing this 9 out of 10 times is actually what you're using to say you can't, shift your focus, man. Pivot. It's all about perspective. If you can't look your kid in the eye and tell them that they're not worthy of it, you can't give up on your goals and dreams. You can't. You cannot. You need to show them that you keep going when it's hard. You stand up, take a step, repeat. It doesn't matter what adversity you come up against. The devil fights the hardest when you are leveling up. That's the truth. So don't make your why your excuse. Don't you dare. You're too smart for that. And you're far too smart to be the only thing standing in your way. You need to shift your mindset about that, okay? And again, prove that voice wrong. So number 3 is don't talk about it. Be about it. So often we make these sweeping declarations where we're like, okay, I'm gonna do it this time. Like, I'm for real, it's happening. I want this more than anything, no excuses, right? Oh, thank you. You like this? I sell this in my swag shop. It's in my group. Oh, I totally forgot to mention this at the beginning because I was so fired up about this live. After you watch this video, okay, if you want more training like this, more info like this, whatever, go to the link in my bio, Mother Hustlers Entrepreneur Academy, Millionaire Entrepreneur Academy, okay? I do a ton of free training in that group. It's for entrepreneurs who want to scale to 6 or 7 figures. And I do have my swag shop link in there. You can get this sweater. It's perfect for fall. There's many other ones, ones that say Mother Hustler and different things, okay? But anyway, also there's more training in there and stuff like that. Highly suggest you get in there. Highly suggest you get your teams in there. Good information, good stuff. That's number 1. And then number 2, if you have health goals, you're working on your health goals, there's also a link in my bio for how to work with me, okay? It says Jordan, blah, 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 work with me. And there's a link to my free accountability group. It says free accountability group. There's like free challenges, free support, giveaways in there, information about the supplements I suggest, all that good stuff, okay? It's like 150,000 people in there. You can like stalk and check it all out. So before I forget, I want to make sure I said that, okay? But number 3, don't talk about it, be about it, my friend. There is no such thing as a lukewarm winner. Write that down. There's no such thing as a lukewarm winner. You cannot be successful just dipping your toe in like, I'm going to see what happens. Do you know how many people are like, I'm going to try this supplement? I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to try this business and I'm just going to see what happens. Your fate and your future are in your hands. Your hands. Not a mystical, like, okay, I believe in God, okay? But I believe that God helps those who help themselves. He gave you the boat. He gave you the oars. Paddle, work. Don't go into it with a mindset of, well, I'm just going to see what it does for me. What are you going to do for it? What are you going to do to make it happen in your business or with your health goals? I'll tell you right now, no supplement replaces a healthy lifestyle. You have to make lifestyle changes. I mean, I help my clients set up a personalized plan without starving themselves or never eating a cookie, right? And I help my business partners. These are two things I do. I help people make money without being a spammy butthole, monetize social media. I help people lose weight without starving themselves or never eating a cookie, right? It doesn't have to suck. Neither of those things should suck. There's a ton of people doing it wrong in both of these areas. So I try to educate and be the change. And I try to help people do it the right way, okay? But there is no such thing as a lukewarm winner. So if you're like, okay, I'm gonna use these supplements and I'm gonna see what they do for me, and you're not instead like, no, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna follow this plan that she helped me create, calorie deficit or lifestyle changes, whatever you pick, right? And I'm gonna show up consistently. And when I struggle, I'm not gonna surrender, I'm not gonna quit. Hashtag I struggle, but I never surrender. I'm gonna ask for help from this girl who lost 155 pounds and is a trainer and nutritionist. She must know. Do you know how many people sign up, get a supplement, and I never hear from them? They expect it to magically help melt weight off their body without making any changes at all. They don't reach out to me when they struggle. And then how can I help? How can I help? Do you know how many people sign up in my business and are like, I'm gonna do it? They don't reach out when they struggle. They don't take the steps because I have a literal step-by-step system. What's up, Sammy? You guys can attest to this, the people that work with me, to take you from beginning to making money online, to take you from brand new, no experience, to like crushing it. You can't fail if you use this system and you're consistent. You can't. Anyone I mentor can tell you that. And the results they've had, right? But do you know how many people sign up and they don't even take the first step? They don't even read through the information I send them. They don't even throw up a post. There is no such thing as a lukewarm winner. You have the answers and God gave you everything you need. He gave you the eggs, he gave you the flour, he gave you the whisk in the oven, and bake the cake. Use the tools you're given and show up and make it happen, okay? You have everything you need, that's the truth. But you need to dive in and you need to take massive imperfect action because action is the antidote to every single problem. Massive action solves all problems. Write that in the comments too. Massive action solves all problems. Can I get an amen, you guys? This is making sense. Let me see some hearts on this video. Don't talk about it, be about it. So if you're like, I want to make it happen. All right, great. You want to make it happen in your business? I want to see you throwing me in three-way chats left and right, introducing me to new people so I can help you, close those people. Let me help, right? You want to make this happen? Great. I want you to be messaging me and asking for help on your health goals when you struggle. Use the tools and resources God put in front of you. Don't show up to anything like, well, I'm going to see what happens. No, you happen to it. You make it happen. And you be coachable and willing to learn and doing the shit. Okay? It will happen if you are serious about it. Does that make sense, you guys? Don't talk about it, be about it. Be asking people every single day if they're open. My hair. I'm going to challenge you. You want to make 6 figures in a month? You want to make 6 figures in a year? ATM 10 people every single day. Every single day. Can you do that? My business partner who makes 6 figures in a month, that's what he told me. ATM 10 people every single day. Do you know what that means? ATM, add, tag, message. It's our exposure process that I use in my business. You can use whatever yours is in yours, right? Or you can also join my entrepreneur group. You can also reach out to me if you don't know what that means, but you're in the industry, okay? But the point is, get in front of 10 people every single day, ask if they're open to taking a look, connect them to your exposure process, so information about what you do. 10 per day, every single day, consistently. If you're not doing that, but you're complaining, if you're not getting up referral posts every single day, again, how I sold 50,000 personally in a month through referral posts. If you're not doing that every single day, but you're complaining, you don't get to complain about something you're not practicing every day. You don't. And if you're complaining that you're not getting fat loss results and you're my customer, my client, but you're not even asking for help, you don't get to complain. Or if you're not doing what you can to learn what you can from people who have already done what you want to do, you don't get to complain, all right? Your goals and your dreams matter, so treat them like they do and stop waiting for some outside force or outside person to do it for you. It's on you. There's power in that. Accepting responsibility in your life and being like, all right, I'm going to do what it takes. I'm going to make it happen. So those are the 3 things. Number 1, raise necessity. If you had to do it, what would you do? What would you do? If I told you your kid couldn't eat unless you got this result, you would get that result, right? What would you do to get it? Go do that. Go do that. That's number 1. Number 2, find your why. What is the reason behind the reason? And your excuse, 9 out of 10 times, is your why. I'm so busy with my kids. But are you doing this to be able to say yes to your kids? Are you doing this to show your kids what's possible when you commit to something and do until done? Then don't use them as your excuse, right? You can have it all, my friend. You can have like the life of your dreams, the business of your dreams, all of it. It's called balance and working smarter, not harder. Number 3, don't talk about it, be about it. Go take 10 times the action. Only focus 10% of your time on the problem and 90% of your time on the solution. Massive action solves all problems. How many people can you ask if they are open to taking a look at what you did today? Okay, how many? Go do it. How many referrals can you get up today? Go do it. Go do it. What is up, girlfriend? All right, so share this video. Drop hashtag share it. I'll pick someone to win some money or a coaching call with me or a free product. I don't know, whatever you guys want, all right? But here's the thing. Look what came in the mail while I was in Florida. Guys, the book that I co-authored, I actually chose the title for, 6 Figures and Beyond, Creating Success in Network Marketing, all right? I'm so excited about this, you guys. This is some of the best leaders in the industry came together and we created this book that literally just tells you exactly what to do to make 6 figures in a year, 6 figures in a month. It tells you our best secrets, exactly what we do, guys. This finally came and I have only a limited number. I can't remember how many left because I pre-sold quite a few of these, okay? I'm going to sign these and I'm going to send them out to people who pre-ordered. But if you need a link, drop link. You're the best, Justin. Drop link in the comments, okay? And I'll send you a link to order yours because there's only a certain number left. And then you'll also get a free project broadcast training from me, AKA how to reach out to like thousands of people at once. You don't have to copy and paste messages over and over and over and over again when there's a sale or a promotion or whatever, okay? Okay, so if you have a small business and you want to learn how to make 6 figures and beyond, you want my book, drop a link in the comments. I will send you the link for it and you will get an autographed copy. I have a limited number left and you'll also get that free project broadcast training, okay? So, I love you guys so much. I hope this is helpful. Like I said, after you watch this, tag anyone who needs to hear this, okay? Share this out to be entered in my giveaway. Just drop hashtag shared afterwards. Also, join my, if you have health goals, join my accountability group, link to my bio. If you have business goals, join Mother Hustlers Entrepreneur Academy, also linked to my bio. And you can see how to work with me right in my bio too. But guys, listen, like I said, your dreams, my hair, your dreams matter. They matter. And they don't care about your thoughts and your feelings. So you need to get crystal clear on why it is that you're doing this. And you need to treat your business like a business. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting to feel capable. Stop waiting to feel deserving. Your health goals, they matter. You're living a long life, the best life imaginable. It matters. You're having energy, you're having confidence, matters, okay? So stop treating those things like, they don't. Stop treating those things like, oh, it's just extra credit. No, when you get physically stronger, it transcends into every area of your body. When you lose weight, when your health improves, it transcends into every area of your life. When you make more money, do you know that scarcity conversation you're having all the time when you run out of money before you run out of a month? It goes away. It makes you a different person. What would it feel like to not have those problems anymore? That's what you're fighting for. So show up and fight, all right? I love you guys. If this is helpful, drop hashtag helpful in the comments below. You have a beautiful face. You also have a nice butt. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye.